Yesterday in the FIA Formula 3 Championship, it was a close-fought race from lights out to checkered flag. Solov getting spun round by Badoa. Safety car was early on, but it was a cruel, hard race at a circuit that always delivers good racing. The feature race this morning is going to put everyone through their paces, as a damp track with on and off rain means we are going to be in for the unusual sight. Can Interprovers come through the field to make it a double? Welcome to the feature race for the FIA Formula 3 Championship in 2025. It is the British Grand Prix here at Silverstone. Overcast conditions, the cars only just arriving to the grid. We have a delayed start procedure into effect due to the conditions, and it's not even that bad, Omi. It was, as you said, it was raining slightly. It has now stopped, but the driver's late to the grid, which means the formation up will start in 10 minutes time.
Yep, rain starting, then stopping, then starting, then stopping. That'll be your story across the FIA Formula 3 feature race this morning. It's going to be a very, very interesting contest. Cannot wait for this one to begin. And last year, after we saw one of the best F3 races ever in the Silverstone feature race, I'm really excited for what we're going to have in store today as well. And well, I mean, the thumbnail showed you what happened in the feature race last year as well. I purposely put it in this one because I knew there was a chance of it raining, so there's a chance of some chaos like that to take place.
You see already the Brollies are up on the grid, and they've brought the wet tyres out as well, and I can see rain, Omi! It's starting to come down very heavily. This is what the British weather is like. It was dry on the way to the grid, and now it's starting to rain. I'm about an hour away from Silverstone. Omi, you're a bit closer than me, and it was raining an hour ago, and here it goes at the circuit. An hour later, it's raining, so the wind's blowing incredibly quickly down to Northamptonshire, and this is going to be absolutely fantastic. Please do take us through this starting grid for today's race.
Absolutely, and it's going to be a starting grid that 100% will be changing quite a lot as well. But it will be James Headley and Marin Angeli starting in 30th and 29th position. The two AIX drivers still waiting and hoping to try get their season's kick started. And then we have Gerard G starting in 28th alongside Nikita Johnson, who is having his second ever feature race in the FIA Formula 3 Championship as the American driver as well. So it'll be interesting to see how he is going to get on. Lacorte then finds himself in 27th, and then it is Johnson next to Poison, as I've already mentioned. And then we find ourselves with the Dams Lucas Oil driver of Zagazzetta, driver who was in contention last year in the sprint race around this place. Louis Sharp is in 23rd. He is the reigning GB3 champion. Bruno Del Pino, the Spanish driver, starts alongside Ivan Dominguez, who is going from 21st place on the grid. James Walton is in 20th. Brandon Badoa with another moment in FIA Formula 3 2025 yesterday, where he retired. Tuka Tappinen goes from 18th. That's not the place that the Ferrari Academy driver wants to be in. Sandro Giusti starts in P17, and then the Mexican Santiago Ramos, one of our winners from earlier this season, is in 16th. Roman Belinsky became the first Polish driver to be on the podium. That happened at the start of the year. Let's see whether he can get back there again. Noah Stronstedt has also been on the podium this season. Brad Benavides started second last feature race. Today he's in 13th. Interprovers was our winner in the race that we had yesterday, the sprint race, and he is going to be starting alongside Christian Ho. Noah Leon starts in 10th. Teofil Nile was very disappointed to get a penalty, which saw him fade out of the points. He's in 9th, and then it's Lawrence Van Hoopen in 8th. Martinius Stenchel, the McLaren Jr., is in 7th, and then it's Charlie Wirtz in 6th. The Tridents were all really going for it yesterday. Then you've got Tim Trammon starting in 5th. Mari Boyer, who recently has joined the Aston Martin Academy as of last week. He's alongside the championship leader Rafa Kamara. Ugo Gatruku starts in 2nd place. The carbon livery helping his momentum this season. And Nikola Solov finds himself starting on pole after his incident yesterday being taken out by Badoa. Today's a big day in the championship to try and capitalise, but these conditions, maybe as they continue to come down, are going to be making it harder and harder.
This is very similar to what we had at Alton Park, actually, a couple of weeks ago in the Formula 4, where they rolled into the assembly area. It started raining heavily. They changed it to wet tyres. Then it stopped. They put the wet tyres back off, put the dries on, and then rained again. On went the wets, and then we went out with half the field on dries, half the field on wets, and they changed them on the grid, and they had a delayed start. But it is really coming down now here at Silverstone, and I'm delighted to tell you that this weather is due to continue all day long, because there is thunderstorms predicted for the F2 race, and also we have got the situation where for the F1, thundering and lightning.
It's going to be crazy. It's going to be really exciting. Looking forward to this one. But yeah, the rain coming down. Ooh. And first it was, you can make it round in the slicks that was about 5 minutes ago. Now the rain's properly come down. Now it's wet's guaranteed. Now it's safety car driving around the circuit and spray being kicked up in the air. This is how quickly it can change. Oh, I'm so excited for the British Grand Prix. We're going to be seeing like so many pit stops if it goes from dry to wet to dry to wet. It's going to be ridiculous.
Finally, the British Grand Prix is going into leather. This is going to be another great year, and it's going to be a great Formula 3 race when we get started. Track temperature, when we came on, was at 20.9. It has dropped to 16.3. The rain is cooling that track incredibly quickly. So, some are going to try on dries. Charlie Wirtz is going to stay on dries.
Here we go. It's time now for the gamble city of seeing cars spinning before we even get going. This is going to be fun. I don't even know when this is going to start, to be fair, if cars go out there on slicks and spin, because surely they're not going to keep it pointing in the right direction. Considering Badger has had his season in the way that he has, he's definitely not going to be having the best of starts. I think it is fair to say. Tierfinal finds himself starting in 9th position as well as the Van Sport driver. But yeah, Badger starts all the way in 19th. So let's see what he's going to be able to do in this race. But considering the season he's had, it's going to be quite tricky.
Yes, it is, as we get the confirmation that the formation lap starts at 09:35. Should we check in with Chris McCarthy and Joe Porter to see what they are making of the action out there?
To move around to overtake, and obviously once the cars get going, the easy way to spot the difference in tyres, the blue writing of the wet Pirelli versus the white of the slick.
Wets.
So we'll be able to keep an eye on that, and Giusti here on a wet tyre. The teams are allowed 2 sets of wets for the weekend, so this isn't part of their 4 sets of tyre allocation they're given. And I just think, looking at the radar as well, we're only going to get more rain coming in. This is a brave call. I feel the front part of the grid are going with safety in numbers. What are the majority doing? Whereas Niall and Van Hoopen there, that bit further back can make a braver call.
Well, Callum Voisin, starting towards the back, has decided he's going to stay on the slick tyres. We may see drivers coming into pit lane at the end of the formation lap, which is only 2 minutes away. If they've done a formation lap and feel, you know what, the conditions, this is not good enough for the tyre I'm on, they can come into pit lane and change that, and that's what we saw last year. But it looks like the 3 main championship contenders at this stage, Rafa Kamara, Tim Tramnitz, Nicholas Solov, they're split by 29 points on the inside of the front 3 rows, have all gone with the same tyre, and that's the slick. And it's not been wet around here all weekend.
Yeah, just looking down the grid, and they can't work on the car now. The 3-minute board has elapsed, so no one can touch the car, just a sole mechanic now left. They potentially were changing roll bar settings, trying to soften the car off there. You can see some of the dry ice to the side of the Trident car. But that 5-minute delays hurt the slick tyres even further, because they've been sat there cooling down. Those drivers now have got to really work it. But the rain stopped again by the looks of it on the straight. So it is a real mix of tyres down the field.
Yeah, it stopped raining again, I mean. This is someone slick, someone wet. This is exactly the same situation. What's going on here? We've got a yellow flag out for one of the marshals as they were covering one of the ice packs. Is that receiving outside assistance? I'm not entirely sure. Unsafe release of Noah Stromstead has been noted into the path.
Tramnitz.
Unsafe release, and I crashed into him.
That was earlier on in the day, I mean.
That was them all coming into the F1 pit lane, then being released to make their way onto the grid for their installation.
You probably will, Noah.
Yeah. You can blame your Trident team for that. Right, we're about to get going with the formation. I'm so excited. This was, as I mentioned, this was the best F3. Possibly some would argue that this was the best F3 race around this circuit last year we've ever had in the Formula 3 Championship. The best ever race at Silverstone last year. The feature race was absolutely wild. And yeah, did have cars literally flying to the race last year. Let's hope it doesn't get to that level, but let's hope they all have some good racing.
Whoa.
And we get some brilliant Formula 3 racing across 45 minutes.
Just in the radar. My God. That looks bad. Being told that the FIA International feed on the pit walls are stuck on the F4 broadcast. So the pit wall can't even... Oh, it's raining again! It's raining heavily down the Wellington Straight. See, this is the Buckinghamshire area of the circuit. It's dry in Northamptonshire. It's wet in Buckinghamshire. Game, set, match. Surely those on the slicks are going to have to come in for full wets. I'm trying to see who's on slicks and who's on wets. Not really actually changing it around. Okay, Omi, this is going to be the weekend from hell. Look how wet it is down into Cops.
Yeah, I think we've been having a really good momentum the last 4 rounds, and I'm looking to keep going with that. Obviously, double in a row, pole position. So, yeah, let's see. Races in Silverstone are always interesting, you know, with conditions. So it's going to be a fun race. Try to look at myself, try to have the best out I can, and then see what I can do to pull away, because obviously with the wind it's going to be difficult to keep Ugo behind with the toe and the DRS. So, which is good for overtaking, but ideally I would like to pull away and not be in that mess.
That's our pole sitter, Solov, who got taken out of the race yesterday. Well, teeth will be gritted. It's dry down the Hanger Straight. This is ridiculous.
I wonder how many drivers come into the pit lane as Nick DeFries watches on. I wonder whether we get a 2021 Hungary situation again where so many drivers are in the pit lane as well, and we only have a few on the grid. It'll be interesting. I cannot wait to see. Let's see who's coming into the pit lane or if anyone's joining us in there. Was everyone going to go round once again? This is going to be wild. Rafa Kamara leading the championship. Looks like most are electing to stay out there. They are trusting their strategy. This is going to be ridiculous at the start. Oh my God. Good luck calling all of that.
I thought I aced it yesterday actually as well. Just,
Let's listen to Boyle.
Big rating coming in around 15 to 20 minutes.
and if it is big, they will red flag the race. Let's not get that out of it. Maybe those who are starting on the slicks are banking on the track being raceable until that point when they have to come in for wets. And by that point, those on the wets will be driving bubblegum.
Oh, right, okay, here we go. Well, this is going to be some race.
Oh.
Zagazet's coming to the pit lane.
Yeah. So he's going to take the gamble early on. According to Belle, our Instagram mate as well, she says that the spray off the start line was impossible just to the formation lap where she's sitting in the main grandstand. And Last Lap Lucy also said it's raining harder. So this is going to be anybody's guess. It's like I said to go straight down to the end of the pit lane there, not to... It's raining on the start line! It's raining on the start line. The FIA panel has activated the rain lights. That's only detected when rain hits the surface. And Zagazeta is changing onto slicks. He's going off of the wet tyres and going onto slicks. Green flag at the back. Another unpredictable Formula 3 feature race. 1, 2, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 lights. Go! Good start. Tentative start for everybody, but Rafael Kamal's going to have to be bogged down the midfield. Coming up through on the inside line, though. Here we see from Mary Boyer taking the lead. Everybody is so off the throttle into Abbey. It's unbelievable. They are looking like they are Formula Drift cars as they head down to the first real braking opportunity. Into the loop. Anyone going to slide off the circuit? Yeah, a couple of them are as they go in too deep. Mukachumu's losing out a couple of places. Coming back on the inside line. Is that TFL now? I think it is. It's made up a couple of places. We're 5 wide, coming into Aintree. This is unbelievable. How on earth are they standing this roughie? Kamara riding with now on the slick tyres is dancing around for grip. Everybody on the wet tyres in the first sector is having such a great run as it's raining now down towards Brooklands, as it's Mari Boyer. TFL now has made it up into second position. Then it's Nicholas Solov. Then it's Noel Leon as they come through. Everyone on the wet's just cruising around the outside of those little drives. And we've got a car off already into the background at the exit coming in towards Luffield. Is that Mara and Gelly?
Yeah, I'm sure they're all being able to managing to get by most of them at this stage. That was a ludicrous start, but a great start for Boyer. He knows nothing about it. Went straight up into the lead as we throw it down to the fast cops corner in these wet conditions.
Everyone on slicks is a liability. The wet tyre runners are making their way easily towards the front as well as the racing continues. Boyer in the lead as there we now see round the outside line. Christian Home making positions now into the danger point. Maggots and Beckett's fastest complex as well. And those on the wedge, look, they're having to lift off as we get a big snap coming in there from one of the VARs.
Yep. They're sliding all over the place at the moment as they try and race their way by. This is getting ridiculous stuff out there, and it's really turning into what we had last year with a dramatic and crazy start to feature races continuing here in 2025. Del Pino down the inside, and that's a position gained for Bruno Del Pino as he makes his way up.
This is the opening lap here at Silverstone for the F3 feature, and everybody going side by side. This is unbelievable. Got a yellow flag coming into the start finished area. I don't know why that was activated on the light panel. It's not raining. It's just slippy as they throw it through into club. So there's the order, and I think everybody over me so far I can see certainly, yeah, I think down all the way to Louis Sharp. They're on dry, they're on wet. So I think at least the top 10, top 12 are on wet tyres.
Definitely does look that way. That was absolutely unbelievable though from the start. We ride on board with Nicholas Solov, the driver who started on pole position, finds himself in 14. That's the kind of race start that he has had. So Solov really bogging down and going absolutely nowhere. GSD trying to make his way through. He's of course a driver who is on those full-back compact tyres. There's Badoa overtaking and getting through on Solov as well. So that's a position gain for Badoa as we throw it down to Luffield. And are they all going to be able to get through? Lecourte and Johnson out of position at the safety car line has been noted as well. So there's everything going on at the moment in terms of on circuit and off the circuit.
It is raining. It is a rainy day, Adam, and we're staying in the commentary box all day long. We're not going out anywhere near there. Gisti's moved up into 22nd position now as well, and this is now raining very hard at the exit of Luffield in towards Woodcote. Those on dry tyres are now going to have that horrible visibility. And Omi, this is ridiculous. How are you staying on with dry tyres and still being this competitive? They're all just going to slip off the circuit if they're not careful. They have to lift and go so much as we come through now into Copse Corner, and they're all going so slow.
Look at the positions gained. Boyer up 3, Niall up 7th, same for Leon into Pumzak up 8th, and then you've got Wharton up 12, Delphino up 13. It's been absolutely ridiculous as we have Kamara down 16. This has been absolutely wild stuff for the championship contenders as GST's passing absolutely everyone there. He's got those tyres applied, the wet compound of tyres, and he's absolutely using them to his advantage through this part of the circuit. P19.
The rain will stop in the middle of the race, mate, so you do your best.
Kamara's going to play the long game. They think it's going to stop raining in the middle of the race. We've got news coming that the rain's coming in about 10 minutes time. So they've got no idea what's going on right now. I tell you what, as a Brit, I can tell you it's going to rain all day.
Yeah, I think that's probably the correct assumption there as we ride on board with GSD and we get onto the back of Ugo Gachikru. We're going to pass Ugo Gachikru down onto the start finish straight, getting all out of shape meanwhile, and yes, that is absolutely wild stuff. So GSD overtaking and making his way through. No one knows how this feature race is going to play out. I'm just surprised they're all being able to keep this one on the road. The Formula 3 drivers doing absolutely well at the moment as we go back to what was a crazy race start where Solov went absolutely nowhere, and absolutely passing them was Mari Boyer and Teofilo Nile, and they were able to accelerate up and forward. The AIX is at the back, of course, on the curved grid spots there due to how many cars that we have. But yeah, Solov just dropped down so many positions where by the time he got down into the first few corners, and they were all racing their way by. That was Stromstead nearly losing the car there.
It's unbelievable how slow they all went through think they've spent the footage here for the replay just a tiny little bit because they were so slow coming into the braking zone at Abbey and then into the village. Everybody was just drifting off wide as they tried to keep up with the pictures at the front. Mary Boyer leads by 2 seconds, by the way. He has just taken off from the front. Inside line into Abbey, he's taken it. Now, this was the stupid bit, 5 wide coming through Aintree.
Don't know how they will survive that. That was unbelievable. Right, Leon goes around the outside, gets blocked by Ugo Vichukwu. Kamara tries to get the power down.
I think he got a tap.
Venture and get by, and Kamara just passed by everyone.
I think he got a tap at the back as well, actually, from one of the high-techs. Coming through the corner, because I heard a crunch point. Right, what happened here? There's contact from the back, and that is how, I presume, Nikita Johnson got spun round. And Solov started first, now 17th. It's a repeat of what happened yesterday, but this time just with the wrong tyres.
Yeah, different scenario. This time he wasn't tagged round, luckily for him, as we went on board with GST. So we find ourselves with Stenchel to the side. Stenchel stays ahead there. GST gets the power down. Stenchel runs deep, and GST loses the car himself as he tries to get the power down. Well, we wondered why he wasn't able to just blast past people while they were struggling, and here's the reason why. So now he's actually been able to recover and gain all of those positions back now with the tyres.
Yeah, in the space of 1 lap, he's passed 17 drivers. That's insane. It's basically Solov down who are on dry tyres. So that is 16 drivers on the wets right now. Half the field on, but more than half, what was it, 52% of the field are on wet tyres. Madness what we're seeing right now here, as we have lap 4 of 22 we're on now. We've completed 3. Let's hear from TFL now.
Continue to look after the wet as much as you can. More rain is expected.
Is this basically Kamara being told from the Trident team, okay, we've made a mistake, you're going to have to live with it now?
Yeah, well, whatever strategy they've gone for, they're going to have to now deal with it and try hope that it works. And try hope that it goes in the favour. Which, knowing British weather, it is so unpredictable that, well, it's basically a bit of a lottery in terms of who gets it right. They will be assessing the radar, but at points, you know it's going to rain, but you just don't know when it's going to rain, and that is what matters most as well for these drivers and teams as they try and get the decisions right. And those pit walls having to do extra work as we take a look at the radar.
We have a red coming in around about 20 miles. That's going to blow in quite quickly. A big red cell of rain that's going to directly hit the circuit. We are going to be in for an almighty end. And the F2 race, my goodness me. It's going to be thundering and lightning ready for the F1. A move on the inside. Lawrence Van Hopen makes a move on Tanasipol into Pruvazak. I did say could into Pruvazak make it a double. I didn't expect it to be true. And he's right up there now, but he's now being under pressure from Roman Belinsky as he comes over the Hamilton straight. Belinsky goes towards the pit wall. Already, they're trying to cool down those wet tyres. It stopped raining now, but the rain is coming in quite quick as we've seen. So this is what it's going to be a really difficult race. This is intermediate conditions, but they're stuck on the full wets because we don't have intermediates.
Yeah, absolutely. No intermediates in FIA Formula 3 or Formula 2, meaning you've got to go on the full wet, and your next jump is just going to be the slick. So you have to stay out there for as long as possible at the moment. Meanwhile, we've got Leon attacking, and they've still got DRS enabled as well at this time of the race. So they've still deployed that and allowed the drivers to use that to their advantage, and Leon is absolutely trying to do so. And the yellow flags are flying. I'm surprised that's the first time in the race that it's happened, these yellow flags.
Who is it? It's not being told just yet. No one's dropping down our timing screen on our picture end. Just a yellow. Oh, it's a stall on the start line.
Anyway, yes.
And, well, that's really unusual. But how's he done that? He's going to get going. I think he's spun. He's flat spotted the tyres. He's got going again. But Brad Bendivas then, I think he's caught up the exit curb and looped himself around. Let's take a look at it.
Right. Okay, we're battling with Stromstead as we fight our way by. We stand on the power, and Stromstead sends it around the outside. Onto the Hamilton straight we go.
Oh,
and
we've been strolled.
Basically. I was waiting to see whether there was contact or not.
Yes.
Yes, there we go. Finally got the answer.
Oh, that was on the racing line, and how lucky he was not to hit the pit wall. So that's going to be Stromstead. I don't know. I don't think Stromstead should receive a penalty for that. That's a racing incident in my book. If anything, it's on Brad Benedivez because he understeered into him. Stromsen did nothing there. That's not a penalty in my book. Then again, it is the steward, so that would probably be a 10-second time penalty.
Yeah, they managed to give Mini a 10-second in F2 yesterday for absolutely no reason.
They were drunk.
For basically, for being pushed off the circuit. So, yeah. Basically, what we're learning is for Formula 1, from all of the support series racing we've had, if you are basically on the inside line, you can push anyone out just wide.
Yeah, big rain is coming in 4 or 5 laps. Big rain is coming in 4 or 5 laps.
Oh, should I get the red flag? Should I get the game loaded up? Should I go? I'll go and get the controller if we go red flag, so we can play something. We probably will need it at this point as well. Would you like F1 97, GoldenEye, Nightfire, or some Max Payne as well? As I can do.
So many options.
So many
people in the live chat let us know about that.
Yeah. I can even download a game in the time, and we'll probably be under the red flag for as well. Let's have a listen to it to prove that.
Slicks still 8 seconds slower than West.
That's insane that the slicks are 8 seconds slower. And it is right, 2:03 for Boyer. Solov 2:11. Wow. Brad Benedivez is coming to the pit lane. Just the question is, the wet to the right wants to be on, obviously. So this is going to be really insane.
Yeah. Right. Let's try and work this out.
I've just read your message that you sent me. Yeah. It took me a second as well, to correct myself. As we now see, around the outside, Roman Belinsky making the move on Lawrence Van Hopen into Stowe. And now on the inside line further, just a couple of places back as well. That is going to that's Christian Ho passing that small into Pubizak.
Yeah, and then you've got Walton in behind as well, waiting for his opportunity, and dive bombing straight away.
James Wharton is really impressing me. He's got some great moves coming up, hasn't he?
He has. Living up to the potential that he showed in Freca last year. Roman Belinsky sets the fastest lap of the race, and well, I really want to see Belinsky in a race or something. What a story that would be, considering the road accident he had, and then the way he basically was told that he'll never be able to walk again, then never be able to drive again, and he proved both of those wrong. It was absolutely incredible from Roman Belinsky, the training, the work he did to get back in this place.
We need to box at the end of this lap and then hope that there will be a safety car in order to go back in the back.
Okay, so they want a safety car because they know that rain's coming. LA is trackside. I should really send her a message and say, go down and talk with Roman Belinsky. Her story as well with LA's accident is incredibly similar to that of Roman Belinsky. That would be a wonderful interview if she can get that done. So LA, if you're listening, find Roman Belinsky after the race.
Yeah.
Charlie Verts into the pit lane.
Yeah.
Joe, just quickly, for the British Grand Prix, it's insane how small the team is.
Yeah.
So I think it's only me, Megan and Dad for the race because you've got Freca.
Yeah, I'm doing I think one at the start and then one at the end of the Grand Prix. I missed the start and the end. But like yesterday, I'll have it on my laptop as well.
But yeah, so this is going to be a really weird British Grand Prix. Usually we have multiple people. Everybody's busy on it being British Grand Prix. So yeah, it'd be me and Megan in the booth with JT in the pits from Wimbledon. I might actually bug JT and just say, just leave it to the box potential. I might just say, just leave the basic timer on and come to the British Grand Prix. So, come to the British Grand Prix.
Yeah.
Especially as it's going to be all hell breaking loose. So, lap 8. We're all hanging about now, aren't we? This is the thing. We know that rain's coming in a few laps, and we're all just hanging around for it. The race has sort of paused.
It has. Kind of like stopped for a second, and then now we're back in the waiting phase to see what's going to happen. As we wait for something to happen or the weather to change dramatically. But Leon's trying to at least give us an overtake at the moment. Let's see whether we can take second place on the road as he tries to chase down Teofield Null, who defends the middle of the road for the moment.
Got it nicely done in towards Brooklands, round Luffield on the inside line. Again, they can use these Formula 3 cars. The brand new aerodynamics of them, they're so easy to move around. As Stenshaw has come into the pit lane, Leon has the toe down the national pit straight towards Copse Corner. Will he go to the inside line? He is going to think about it, lunges through an overtake, but TFL now has defended it. So there's a little bit of rain. But now Stenshaw puts the slicks on. Benji vs. Strom said no further investigation. So they have got away with that one. I hope Behrman wins today. That would be amazing for Haas. And if Haas win at Silverstone, I think I'd eat my hat.
Okay. More rain coming. The rain is going to increase in the next 5 minutes, and it's going to be raining for 15 minutes more.
Right, here we go then. This is going to be the action point of the British Grand Prix weekend as well here. As it's raining in the Lando Grandstand, I can see already some umbrellas are starting to be put up. So it is starting again here as we come into Vale. Then Club Corner, TFL now. Look, Roman Blinsky's just done a 2:03.073 on me. Fast up of the race. Van Hopen, 2:03.052. He too finding impressive times. Yeah. Through turn one. The red grass looks burnt now, because the rain soddened it. It looks a bit daft. Still, the grass needs it. It's good for the grass here. You can see it's so burnt out. I'm surprised they haven't painted it, really. I'm really surprised they didn't paint the grass here at Silverstone.
Would have been nice.
Didn't do it in MotoGP either. Kamar's going on the inside line on slick tyres. Managed to get through on Ugo Gachuru. He's sliding around. He might even have the pace to get ahead of Solov. The two championship rivals, as Solov was told to box, and he hasn't gone in. He hasn't gone in. So Kamara passes him, and Solov has not come into the pit lane. So he's ignored the box. Wow. Kamara's now faster than Solov. Chamnitz, Vozin, Z, all in. Here's Solov.
It's 2:03 at the front.
Wait one more lap. I think it's drying up.
Yeah.
Wait one more lap. I think it's drying up. But it's going to rain. Look, here it is now. It's raining now here at Silverstone as the wet tyres go on for the slick runners. Have they timed that to perfection? They're going to need a safety car to close back in, as that is side by side coming down along the back stretch. This is
Mingus.
Yeah, Tukatapanen getting passed by Amanda Mingus, and Lecorte's just behind them. Oh right, here we go then.
Yeah, all of it taking place as we see Tappinen get by Dominguez. Is he going to be able to try and fight back? He's definitely thinking about the inside, has to go to the outside line though.
Lecorte
is in behind and he's going to be the one dive bombing.
It's raining very hard now. The Brawleys are going up here. They're coming through Cops on the inside. Interclub on the inside line. Lecorte's going to have the room and he nearly lifts. He had to lift there, Lecorte, otherwise he would have taken out Dominguez. Raining hard at Silverstone for the F3 feature race, and anyone on slicks will now be a liability. This is a heavy rainstorm coming in for 15 minutes. It could even stop the race.
Yeah, absolutely. It is that type of moment in this race. There's cars absolutely everywhere. Chuka Tappinen getting up the inside, and he's going to be battling with Dominguez, and they all try race their way by, and all
That's
the
Johnson
while...
lap down.
Yeah, Nikita Johnson a lap down is in the mix as well in the high-tech.
Yeah, so, and that was into Pruvazat moving up as well. It's raining heavier as they go around the circuit. Here we go, Lecorte trying to go around the outside. Dominguez, that's going to be the inside line coming into left field, but he can't get the traction on. Into Pruvazak, getting ahead there as well. Tappinen trying to go around the outside, not working out, but he's got such great drive. Whereas into Pruvazak is sliding, coming in towards Woodcock. He's Tappinen, going to go for a move on the inside line. He's lining him up. He's thinking about it. They're going to dive on the inside line. And this is Solomon to the pits as it's really heavy rain now on the start-finish straight as Kamara comes in as well. And he's having to just coast in.
Yep, he's having to be careful, and that is what they're having to do.
It's ricocheting off the tarmac now. This is really heavy in Silverstone on lap 10. And look how hard it's coming, and it's lightning. It's lightning as well. It is thunder and lightning here at Silverstone. The rain is absolutely Noah's Ark level as they come into Vale. Surely we're going to need the safety car soon. They're going to be floating off the circuit. They can't get around Club. This is impossible conditions right now. And we've got a car off. Car off into the wall. Coming onto the start-finish straight. This is going to have to be a safety car now. There's the yellow flags.
Yeah, I don't see anything now.
Yeah, this is going to have to be a red flag, Omi. Visibility is now concerned. And yeah, there's into the wall. And out of the race. Unfortunately for Louis Sharp, I saw him go off that to the start-finish straight. I saw the exit curb. This will have to be red flag. Look, I saw the exit curb, the wash on the track. He gets on the exit curb, loses it around, and watch the wash, Omi. He leaves. There.
Yeah.
Aquaplaned. Just aquaplaned off. And look, it's raceable down at Brooklyn, Slotfield, Woodcote, but the Star Straight, it's just not raceable.
This is just ridiculous around this place. It's exactly what we're getting. Leon.
Well, where's the safety car?
The yellow flags are still flying. We'll need a safety car 100%. I don't know what they're waiting for. They're waiting
there we
for
go.
the moment. Safety car's in. There we go.
That was a very late call. That should have been an instant safety car as well.
And you've got cars going around everywhere, so you can't really just let it run.
Look at how hard it's raining now into Maggots and Beck. Oh, this is red flag level. I'm not even kidding right now, this is a red flag level event. It is so heavy, the rain coming through Maggots and Beckett's right now. And that's very unusual for a British Grand Prix to have this amount of level of rain. It is Kuala Lumpur level of rain. Annoyingly, he probably could continue. He hasn't actually done any damage, but he's lost the engine in his aquaplane.
Yeah. The company will go on. There's the safety car waiting. Great to see the fans out there in the grandstands already early morning, but oh god, they're having to battle with the conditions, aren't they?
People often say, why don't you ever do the British Grand Prix trackside? Why don't you? One is cost, two, this can happen. Oh,
we don't want our equipment getting wet.
Yeah, I'd probably be electrocuted knowing me. This has got to be. If I was the race director right now, this would be a red flag level. It has to be. You're cruising around, you've already had drivers reporting that they can't see visibility, they're aquaplaning off, even on the wet tyres. It has to be a stop event. I would not be surprised to see it. Go on, Emmy.
Yeah, the conditions are absolutely so tricky. It's just one of those. We had a brilliant race in the wet here last year, but the conditions are even worse this year, which is making it even trickier. So surely this one is going to either have so many laps behind the safety car or a red flag. What they might try to do is just let this run behind the safety car for a long time just to waste laps as well.
The lap wasters coming in. By the way, update for Franco Colapinto. He's going to start this race from the pit lane for Formula 1 later on. As an update for you.
Does Sonoda fancy going to the pit lane as normal?
Probably. His usual starting position this year. Out in Q2 that time.
Yeah.
So the safety car is leading the field around. This is weather similar to 1998 here at Silverstone, where it was a wet race all day, but it came down heavily in the middle of the race, and Mika Hakkinen flew off the circuit, and the safety car came out, and it ended, of course, with Michael Schumacher taking the race victory, but in the pit lane. He won it in the pits because he got served a time penalty. He was given a 10-second stop-go penalty, and Ferrari protested it, but they didn't serve it until the last lap. So he came into the pit lane, crossed the finish line, and served the penalty, and still won the race. They changed the rules after that, and Omi, this is now a red flag level event. This I can't even see past the back of the leader on that hangar straight. This is a stoppage event. We'll have a red flag.
Yeah, we'll have a red flag, and that'll probably be it for the FIA Formula 3 race as well. as they're very clearly just wasting laps at the moment. Or they would red flag it if they still wanted to get a bit more running in. But we have the FIA Formula 2 feature race to come, of course, after this, which hopefully we'll be able to see some great racing in as we review what happened in the pit lane as the tyres are being changed.
We have to get past half distance in order for full points to be allocated for this event, so maybe that's what they're trying to do. What are we looking at here in the pit lane? There's no unsafe releases. Oh wow, this is... It's Trident, it's... Kamara. They held that going out, and then Stromstead was left in behind him. Look, this is dangerous now. We're on board with Mario Boya. I can't even see the safety car. Can you?
No, I only see a red light.
There is a lot of water. 11, 12 foot. Like aquaplaning everywhere.
Yeah, they're aquaplaning under the safety car now. This has to... Yeah. We're on board with Mario Boya, who... Hang on a minute. Where's Boya? Boya's not leading this race. Lapped cars are overtaking the safety car. So the safety car hasn't even picked up the right leader.
Oh.
But the conditions are insane. Okay, Omi, I've now just witnessed... There's another bolt of lightning. Martin says it's not that hard, I'm here. I don't know what part of the track you're at, but in the first sector, it is lashing it down so hard that I believe some fans are now building an arc. It's not so bad in sectors 2 and 3, but the first sector, it's really thundering down. And Martin, wherever you are, if it's dry at the moment for you, it's not bad. You've got a big rain cell coming that'll cover the whole track. So advice, my friend, get yourself somewhere safe, because it is about you're going to get very, very drenched quite quickly. And of course, it might not be that bad for humans, but of course, the surface on a racetrack is incredibly different, isn't it? Because the tarmac is so smooth, the water just sits on top, and when the cars and the tyres can't displace the water, it floats. And at that point, you've got no control on your aquaplane.
Look at the rain as we take a look at the replays. At certain parts of the circuit, it is just ridiculous. As we take a look at some of those with the rain coming down. Basically what we saw in Australia earlier this year, where we had the F2 race cancelled, the F2 feature race, the F3 feature was shortened by a couple of laps as well. They get the car recovered, but just
we've got puddles now, off the line and club. Yeah, so it's sectors 3 and sector 1. That's the worst. Sector 2 is not too bad, but it's now starting to cover the whole circuit. And well, I know Martin's there, but I can see with my own 2 eyes here how hard it's raining on the track and how hard we are having to fight. 5-second penalty for car 7 as well of Lawrence Van Hopen for false start, moving before the lights go out signal. And we've got cars having to dive out the way to find visibility. This is that's one of the AIXs trying to move up the field.
So they're trying to unlap.
Look at the spray!
Without hitting anyone.
Look at the spray from the safety car only. This is daft from the stewards right now. This should be a red flag. If this was any other, I don't know why we haven't stopped the race, Omi. Look, look, the AIX is off the track. They're aquaplaning going through the gravel under safety car conditions. They are aquaplaning under, the AIX has got Marangeli has just gone straight off the circuit. And that's under safety car. They are crawling round. This is, I don't know what the stewards are on this weekend, but this is a red flag situation if ever I saw one. If this was any other racetrack, Omi, it would have been stopped way before this. This is daft.
Yeah, daft indeed. Well, we just get through this and hopefully deal with this.
Stencher went off too.
Yeah, he went off. I'm just making sure my laptop's charged.
Now we are going through a flood. Martin, I warned you. You're okay. Are you in sector 2, my friend? Because now you're going to get it. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and there's a spin from Solov onto safety car. And look, he just aquaplaned off. I don't know how much more the stewards need to see. This is a red flag. They
clearly don't want you playing any games. I think that might be the reason.
Yeah. 14 14 minutes left on the clock. I think they're going to wait until you can't restart the race anymore. Like, we run out of time on the clock. But I'm worried about the F2. We might still have to play some games, because this is not going to clear quite quickly.
Yeah, and also with the FIA Formula 2 feature, we've already had a cancelled feature race there.
Yeah.
So we've lost that. So if we don't get today's one done, then we've lost basically 2 Grand Prix Sunday races.
50 points as well, lost on the board, that they can't make up anywhere else on the calendar. Kamara is, where is he? 22nd, has he gone off? Oh!
Oh my word.
Kamara's aquaplaning coming out of Chapel. Look, they're floating off the road. This is stupid. The entire Hanger Straight is a lake. He can't even get above 4th gear. He's still like, he's off!
Oh.
He's in the gravel! What are we
What
waiting
else do you
for?
need to see? What else do you need to see, FIA?
Red flag this race and red flag it now. Kamala's going to call for a red flag here. This is a danger to life now. We could have a big accident under the safety car. Because remember, they're still going about 70, 80 mile an hour. Just completely aquaplaned.
Yeah. Also, I don't really agree with this. Let this one run to get to a certain lap distance.
Yeah.
Because clearly then, if you're gonna just run this behind the safety car, it's the exact same as red flagging it. So clearly we don't deserve 50% points if we haven't actually done 50% of proper racing.
No,
so I don't know. I never agree with just filling laps in behind the safety car. Yeah, you should give the points.
Red flag.
To basically the amount of what we've done. Red flag finally out.
Yep, they've stopped the race. Well, I think, in my opinion, that's 5 laps too late. Session stopped. Red flag's out. Yeah. I don't agree with the fact that it took so long to stop that race. That was dangerous and stupid from the stewards.
Hey.
Well, the race won't be restarted because we've only got 12 minutes to go. So, the clock has, however, stopped, don't we? At 12:44.
But most likely, definitely will not be resumed, which is a shame. But yeah, we have to get on with the Formula 2, which we do have. We do have about 48 minutes till, but it depends whether it clears up this circuit.
Yeah. So, full points will be allocated for this event. 14 and 22, past half distance. So is that going to be half points or full points? It's going to be interesting to try and tell. Comedy of errors, it stopped raining on the start-finish straight.
Well, this is fun. Okay, well, into the pit lane, and now time for the red flag. So how's your day been, JB, so far?
Not too bad, to be fair. Good F4 race. Interesting F3 with some interesting decisions from the stewards, but yeah. I think I might have to load up.
Stewards need to be sorted before F1.
Yeah, this is really daft. Oh, 10-second time penalty for safety car infringement for car 26 on the board. That's James Headley. And for car 27 for safety car infringement. That's Marin and Gelly. They're running 23rd and 24th.
Let's get Kamara to the pit lane then. Let's get everyone, the remaining drivers, to the pit lane, and hope they can do so without spinning off.
Interesting enough that Bert Mylander has come out of the safety car here and he's gone down to talk to Mauri Boyer to ask him of the conditions because he couldn't see the safety car.
Having a good laugh about it. Down there is the Spanish driver, along with Bert Mylander.
Yeah, I think he's going to say, yeah, that's enough. He'll give his report back to the stewards.
Yeah, Boyer's like, oh yeah, absolutely, we're done. Yeah, we can't go. We can't do anything. Here we go, we're done.
Zagazeta speeding in the pit lane has been noted by the stewards. That'll be a penalty. Well, either way, they're going to have to go back out on the track to get back to the national pit straight, so they can't get out of the car yet.
They will. Once they're just waiting for confirmation what in the world do the stewards want to do with this rain coming down, and you've got the fans in the grandstands all watching on. Well,
What's
you're
Apollo
not gonna
saying?
cover.
8 normal FIA Formula 3 laps and 5 Formula 3 Ocean laps.
I think that summarizes it well.
Race will
Oh,
resume
race. Oh.
in 10 minutes.
And then, well, I mean, we have time. They're not giving up on this one. We've still got an FIA Formula 3 feature to do. Okay, here we go. Let's have a bit of fun then.
So, what was the point in stopping the race if we're just going to immediately restart it? The track is now worse than it was when we red flagged it because the rain is now. You've got no cars going around to create a racing line. The stewards are making no sense this morning.
I guess they're hoping that it dries out or something magical happens.
It is Silverstone, but it is Bethlehem for Formula 1, but the rain hasn't changed.
I mean, unless we're going to get everyone in the grandstands to go and clear some of the water on the circuit and get rid of the rivers, then...
250,000 fans going...
Yeah. I'll probably have to travel their help as well, to some degree, to get an F2 feature is going.
I've got a
considering-
heater. I've got a heater, that might work. Red flag for lightning. Oh.
Oh.
Right, okay. So it wasn't the
That's the only thing that the
aquaplane.
FIA cared about.
Yeah. So it wasn't the lightning. It's like it wasn't the rain, it was the lightning.
Forget about people aquaplaning or making mistakes or no one being able to see anything. It's just because of the lightning that is going on in the sky. Okay, clever stuff, FIA. Well done. Okay, so we should be safe for the entire day today if we don't get any lightning. Wow, okay. I'll note that down.
I didn't know we were in America with lightning laws.
Yeah. All of that fun from Miami, remember? Where we just had to keep mentioning lightning laws. Oh, that was crazy.
Strange
We were discussing the whole procedure with how everyone would have to be evacuated on the grandstands and everything would be a complete nightmare had we got to that position. Luckily we didn't.
Martin is in our YouTube chat talking us through his trackside. Just a lovely commenter who's hopefully not drenched. Let's take a look at the start then. And was Van Hopen moving for the lights?
Well, I would have preferred if I was told what to look for before it actually happened. Okay. I didn't really gain anything from that, but I would have preferred to know. Okay, we're in the filler. We're just waiting for this one. I'll look down at everyone. Leon. No, Leon's there.
Yeah, they could have highlighted it for us. Right, hang on. Can you feel? I'll go get my controller.
Yeah. Go get your controller. Okay, here we go, everyone. I've been left alone. What fun is this? Okay. Oh, we've got Mary Boy on the radio. In 10 minutes, there is more rain coming. In 10 minutes, there is heavy rain coming. Okay, well, this is a good idea, everybody. We're going to be in this rain delay where we're going to head back to green and then we're going to get more rain again. Okay, but to be fair, I'm not trusting any drivers because I'm not trusting any drivers or teams considering what type of day we've had so far. Okay, good things that some people have got cover. I remember last year at Spa, people were getting violated by Alex Jakes and Alex Rundle for having some woeful setups, as Alex Rundle described it. Which, to be fair, if you don't come prepared to Silverstone with the weather forecast that we've been discussing for about a week, then there's a bit of a concern if you don't prepare yourself, as JB runs back with his controller there.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Proper red flag delay, isn't it?
Oh, Zagazetta's got a penalty for 5 seconds for speeding in the pit lane.
Saw that coming. Alright, I've plugged it in.
Here we go. Let's have a bit of fun, everyone, shall we?
Let's load up Duck Station. F197, load state, where are we? Oh, I'll have to turn the volume down, hang on.
Yes, please don't deafen me and my and our viewers. It'd be the most funniest thing ever when you start playing and they just say the race will not resume.
Yeah, that'd be quite hilarious with that. Oh, hang on, I've lost Omi now, hang on.
Oh.
There we go. Just give me a second and I'll bring it up on the screen here alongside us.
Lovely. Okay, Okay, well the marshals are doing what I said. It would be funny if all the fans were trying to get rid of some of the water, but yeah, a few marshals unfortunately won't be able to do everything around this place, but they're trying to make it possible. We've got about 6 minutes. Here we go.
Hang on. I'll get it. Hang on. Yeah, our driver new music, by the way, is actually that. Right, what track do you want? Hang on, give me a second and I'll get in there. I'm just setting it all up. If you can hear behind the scenes, we've got F197 loaded up. That was the most popular request as we come through. The PS1 emulator is going to be in full operation now as well. As we'll just close it up. We're still under the red flag, so ladies and gentlemen, it's time for F1 gaming. Here, what? We can. I'll share the screen with you, Omi. How long we got? 5 more minutes. Oh, I'm to do.
Time for a bit of fun. Around 5 minutes. Here we go. Okay, I'm gonna screen share.
There you go. You can see the same thing I can. So, what track do you want? We've got 60s Silverstone, Melbourne, Interlagos, Buenos Aires, Imola, Monaco, Barcelona, Montreal, Manicure. Do you want to go 97 Silverstone?
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. What driver do you want? We've got, well, that's actually Jacques Villeneuve. Should we go with, oh, let's go with Jos Verstappen.
Yeah.
Right, here we go then. We've got a red flag and we've got a delay, which means that with nothing going on the circuit, let's play F197. This is F197. And you might notice that, yeah, the starting music, it's our starting music. I couldn't resist it. It was one of the best ones. Right, let's have a couple laps around Silverstone then.
Here we go.
Oh, look at that big black cloud over the track, actually, as I come into it. Right, are you ready? Murray Walker and Martin Brundle, you ready? So the revs are up, ready for a start. And away we go. Now this is the old Silverstone. So this is into Priory. And then this is the old Brooklands. It was a lot tighter back in the day. And then round into Luffield. And then this was the old start-finish straight. So this now really opens it up. And no track limits back there. You can really cut the inside line. Over the start line, which used to be even further back on the curve. Down in towards turn 1 at Cops Corner. Little break of a lift. I've gone off the track.
Oh my god. Hold on.
Yeah, so back on the throttle. Oh, also, if you touch the grass in this game, you spin round. Maggots and Beckett's. It's flat out even back in these days. Little lift. Back on the throttle. Into Beckett's. Chapel more flat out. Third gear rings it up. Hanger straight. And this is one thing I absolutely love as well, actually, about this. Watch this. So I can throw it round. And then this is the old Vale and the old Club. You've never seen this pop version, probably. Medical helicopter. So Vale was a lot tighter originally. And then Club, it was flat out and it opened up so much. Down the new start-finish straight. But this was the old Abbey. Hard on the brakes, really hard. Back on.
Race will not be resumed.
Race will not be resumed. Okay, so we'll get on in a second. Through we go then. This is Bridge. Flat out on the inside. Into Priory. Hard on the brakes. Second gear. Back on the throttle. Brooklands a lot tighter. It's been opened up for more overtaking, but it used to be the slowest corner on the track. Round Luffield. Bring on the throttle again. And then over the line. And that is a lap of 1997 Silverstone. Boyer wins though.
Race will not be resumed. Good job, boy. P1. Yeah, the race. Race will not be resumed. We are P1. Good job, Bella. Yes. Vamos.
Well, I think we all knew that was going to happen, really, didn't we? That the race would not resume. It was foolish that they even tried to say it was going to be. Well, that was fun. Yeah, we got a little bit of gaming in.
Give the controller for Formula 2. You might just need it for a little bit longer.
Yeah,
and that's because we've got a full feature race that we're going to be waiting for.
I'll keep it plumbed in. So, Boyer takes the win.
Yes, he does.
I'm quite happy about that, to be fair. He deserved it from lights out. It was a good start from him. Ollie or Lewis P1, who crashes? Lewis will probably find some way to win the race. He always does. Yeah, it's going to be quite an entertaining day. Looks like the rain's actually eased off a bit out there, but it's just standing water. We need to get the track ready because it's at 11 o'clock, isn't it? The Formula 2 starts.
Yeah.
Should we have another lap?
There we go.
Let's
yeah.
have another lap.
Another lap. Come on.
But let's do it differently. Because you may think, oh, F1 2025 was the first time you could ever go reverse. Nope. You could do it at F1 1997 as well. You could go backwards at Silverstone. Way before any of you lot were doing it and trying to be cool, we could do it with perfect visibility. All we had was a little red sign at the top saying wrong way. You didn't have any of this big screen in the middle blocking you doing it. We could go backwards any day. Oh, bridge flat out backwards is wonderful. No, I haven't done that in ages. Two-player was fun actually going on the old PS1. Club backwards flat out. Oh my god, this is going to be terrifying. You do have to lift. God, that tightens up. Silverstone backwards is great. I will show you a trick actually.
Race, by the way.
Half points, is that it? Oh, I've gone off. So it's going to be half points, is it? Okay. Hang a straight backwards. Thing is, I think I always know this track better because as Formula 1 fans, we sort of always look at the track the long way around, don't we? With the cameras. So it actually looks a bit better for me. This is the old Silverstone, of course. Whoa!
Oh my word.
Well, the problem is, I'll show you. Look, you get on the grass and you just spin round.
And round we go.
Oh, maybe I should have done Verstappen spinning off down at Copse Corner. That was probably a bad idea. But this is Jos. Jos the boss. Also, F1 97 was the first game to invent TCAM. And the first for onboard. Look how basic that looks compared to nowadays. Yeah, Omi, this is what I had growing up, by the way. Where's the corner?
Okay.
There we go. Is that it? Yeah. Have I got them on the wrong section of the circuit? No, I don't think I have. I'm not sure, actually. Let's hear from Van Hopen.
I am completely soaked. Like, you could ring me out.
Well, hang on. Apparently the race is going to be resumed, isn't it? Because we've got three lights on the board for restart time. I know they're pushing. Everyone else going back to the old pit lane. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, you don't know what they're doing about that, but we got confirmation.
No, I don't think the stewards know what they're up to anymore.
They're too busy trying to police modern rules over your laps.
Yeah. Right, do you want to know a secret here? There used to be a great cheat code. I'll get there. There used to be a great cheat on F1 97 that you could do, and it would win you the race instantly.
Wow, why do you know that cheat? You did it, yeah?
Yeah, hang on a minute. Right, I need to go on. But it's so incredibly difficult to do because it costs you about 2-3 seconds. Right, hang on, let me loop it back around. You actually use the grass to help you spin back around, actually. Right, so this is down into Stowe. If you aimed here... Oh, they've put a barrier here on this version. I never used to be here before.
Failed.
That's it. This must be an updated version compared to mine. Because that never used to be there. Alright, hang on a
The
minute.
cheat failed. Do you have any other tricks to show me?
Well, it used to, they've put a wall here, but look, you used to be able to go straight down on the old bike part of the track. And, because this used to be the motorcycle section of the circuit, and go straight down here and take club flat out. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yes, I do have a couple more while we're waiting for Maui Boy, who's now got out of the car. And the rain's got heavier, by the way, here at Silverstone, so we are on a delay.
Yes.
There's Michael Schumacher in his Benetton car. Yeah, they didn't bother to update the graphics, actually, from F1 95. Or F4 Formula 1, the original game. There's the old guys. How do I, hang on a minute. How do I turn the, hang on, select up. There we go. There, I'm trying to pause it. Oh, there we go, enhanced commentary, I don't want that. Oh, this is really annoying me now. I did it earlier and I don't know how I got it back. There we go. Normal commentary. Look at the rain now, by the way. How hard it is. Oh! Alright, well that's just annoying me now. There we go. Oh, right. Okay, Omi, while we're waiting for this, let's show you the old Hockenheim. You're going to love this old Hockenheim, and for this we need a good one. Where is... There he is. Michael Schumacher. And, as we... Just take us through the results, actually, while I do it.
Okay, Mary Boyer ending as the race winner, then it was Niall, Leon, Belinsky, Ho, Wharton, Van Hooven, Ramos, Delfino, and Puzak for the top 10. Then after the course day, Tampanin, Dominguez, Badoa finishing today, TSD then was, Stanley Shaw in 17th, Tim Trout in 18th, then it was Woys in 19th, and Solov was in 20th, then it was Ugo Gachuka 21st, Kamara went off a few times, he was in 22nd, then it was G, Johnson, Zagazeta, Noah Stomstead found himself in 26th, then it was Marin Angeli, Headley, Louis Sharp crashed out, and Brad Benavides retired in the pit.
I'm just turning Murray up. Right, are you ready for this? Are you ready?
I am ready.
Proper Murray Walker vibes here. Here we go. Ready?
So, Martin.
Oh! It's still doing. I'm not having this. I'm not having this. I don't want So Martin take me around the course. I want Murray's commentary. And before we get the podium, I'm going to get this sorted because this is driving up the wall. I know we'll probably need this for F2 as well, but come on. Oh! The cameraman just ran into Murray Boyer's manager.
Oh, well done.
Maybe I need to be honest on a normal race and not training.
Yeah, if we want to listen to Martin, we can do that in a podcast.
How have I done this? Oh, that's arcade mode. Well, I don't know how... Look how hard it's raining now, by the way, on the circuit. Why can't I remember my own game? This is really bad for me, as the safety car's now leading the rest of the field out. Oh, here we go. It's down here. There we go. So the safety car is now creating a wash on the start-finish straight. This is absolutely insane. Right, single race practice Hockenheim. Omi, the start of Formula 2, it might be delayed, as a heads up. The stewards are going to investigate it. We don't know the championship standings at the moment. They haven't shown us the points. I don't think they've worked it out yet. Okay, the podium will come up soon, but I want to show you a lap of the old Hockenheim while we've got this delay. Here we go. As everyone at Silverstone is now in a Noah's Ark situation. Right, here we go. Right, Murray, take us through it, please. There you go, the proper Murray Walker go. So this is the old Hockenheim. How much have you played of Hockenheim, Omi?
Hockenheim?
Yeah.
Quite a bit, actually.
Oh, good. Over the old circuit?
No.
Right, this will be new to you then. So it's not the new circuit, as you know. This is very much old school with Schumacher. So this is the turn one, flat out, little lift, and then you'll notice immediately the difference with the trees at the side here. This is how it used to be. Straight off, and around about here...
It's a lot more longer.
Yeah, around about here you'd brake for the infield section. But this is now over 200 mile an hour, straight down to the first heavy braking spot on the circuit at the chicane. Back on full throttle, and here you go again. Another lift up full throttle. And this is where it gets interesting, because what do you think is going to happen next, Amy? Oh yeah, a downhill chicane with massive elevation change. And look, then you're back on again, full throttle through a slightly banked curve. Past the Hitachi advertising. And look, Amy, look, another long straight.
Oh God.
Guess what happens next, Amy? Any guesses?
A chicane?
Yeah, but the other way. A chicane to the left and the right. Not the right, the left.
What?
Yeah, and about here, you rejoin the normal section of the circuit. So you know when you come down to the stadium sector, this is here.
Yeah.
So way up. So here's the stadium sector, where you rejoin the normal part of the lap. Through where we had the accident as well, coming up for Vettel. Into the section. And basically, Hockenheim back in the day used to be known as the engine killer. Because you were flat out 95% of the race. Murray's commenting.
Yes.
Hang on a minute. Watch this.
Oh my God, the rain.
Oh no! Oh no! He hit the Arco with a sickening crash there. I hope he's not badly hurt.
I just love Murray. Omi, this is a ridiculous... Look at this! I have never seen rain like this in Silverstone history. It is Malaysia levels going down right now. This is unbelievable.
This is ridiculous stuff. Oh God.
He looks like Matthew Owens. They have put out the jet dryers onto the circuit. I didn't know we had them here in the UK. Podium ceremony delayed due to weather conditions.
Oh, here we go.
I've never heard that before. Well, this is ludicrous. The rain is hammering it down here now. It's like someone's turned on a shower and it's not stopped. Can I turn on the... Should we have a race? I think it's a 5-lap race.
Yeah.
Yeah.
JT's mentioned looking at the screen grab of Silverstone. I think I have enough time to catch up on F4 and F3.
Is there screen options? Camera screen too. Oh, wow. I've never actually gone through these that much.
Right.
Hang on a minute. Okay, let's have a race. While we wait. This is qualifying. Oh, I wonder why Murray's so quiet. Hang on. Ah, it must be CD.
It's Michael Schumacher.
There we go. Right, let's start the race, shall we?
The drivers are lined up on the grid now, preparing themselves for the start. The red lights are beginning to come on. We're off at Hockenheim, Germany.
Thanks, Murray.
Straight down
Whoa.
towards turn 1 they come.
Oh.
He's just hit Verstappen.
Oh, I've hit Verstappen at turn 1. Oh dear.
Oh my God.
I'll have to pause it there. We'll have to solve that in a minute. We will stay on air and finish that race. But here's the podium ceremony now here at Silverstone. The rain is coming down, but it's eased off enough that we can finally do the podium, Omi. And my God, it's getting bad out there.
Oh, this is ridiculous. Good luck FIA Formula 2's feature race. It's going to be quite something as we see the drivers make their way onto the podium. There's going to be some podium as well. A deserved podium, I think, as these drivers are able to keep their foot in and wait for the right strategy at the right time.
Yeah, it's thundering and lightning, by the way.
Lovely.
Right, so I think I'll load up. Oh, right, straight to the ceremony. Okay. Boyer wasn't even on the podium when his national anthem started ringing. That's how quickly we're having to rush through this right now as well, as everyone's standing out in the rain. Maui Boyer wins a shortened F3 feature race here. Campos win in the constructors as well. That's going to be important for them. Next up over the line as well, we will bring in as well TFL now, an impressive second place with a great victory from him coming through on the board as well. And running in for third position, Noel Leon. A great race in tricky conditions. And you hear from Bob Constantinos, his first podium of the season. And now, if it wasn't wet enough, it's champagne time! Yeah, well, champagne time here, Omi, and what a ridiculous race it was. What have you made of it?
Ridiculous, I think, is a perfect way to sum it. An interesting race with the boats out there across the circuit. Congratulations to the top three who were actually able to keep it on the actual proper lake around the Silverstone circuit.
Right, well, we've got it because we want to finish it. Let's finish this race at Hockenheim and see how we're going with it. Right, there we go. Hang on. So we've restarted. So there's. Oi! On it!
I think the following car just couldn't break in time and ended up hitting his rim.
I hit Barrichello.
It's Michael Schumacher. There didn't seem to be anything he could do to stop himself ploughing into that barrier.
Kamara leads on 120 points.
He's passed Mika Salo.
Traminitz has 93, Solov 91. There's the championship orders. Right, I've now got a lot of work to do here. But the good thing is with F197, it's even harder than modern games. So this will be hard.
Good luck then, especially if you continue going on the grass and stuff.
Well, I just forgot how incredibly slippery the grass is, and I've also never played it with glasses on before. Also, it's trying to find your braking spot in the old games. It's really hard. Right, here we go. Passing the Tyrrells.
A bit of dodging cars going on out on the
contact with every single driver you pass.
Well, you sort of get sucked in here at the side. It's really bad. I'll turn off the world feed audio now as they're going to go off here. You sort of get sucked into the aero, and also they brake incredibly early for no reason. Like, look, I'm flat out here.
Oh my word.
So who am I catching now? Katayama. No, they just don't care. They will. It's you who has to sort of get out of their way.
He's managed to get past Barrichello.
Oh, now I've passed Barrichello. Thank you, Murray. Murray providing our commentary here today. The legendary Murray Walker for the British Grand Prix. Oh, that was a perfect curb. I think this is Damon Hill. Oh. Also, you're having to do it with the X and square buttons. You don't, and there's no
Lap
toe.
2. His lap time is quicker than the car he's chasing.
Is it? I was off, Murray. It's Pedro Diniz.
He's done a fantastic job.
Oh, God, this is so difficult. I can't cut across like I want to because we're all at top speed. Oh!
He just collided with Diniz.
But he's turning into me. Do you see what I mean? About how ridiculous it is because there's no AI. They just stick to the course on the racing line. You have to overtake them. So if you're on the racing...
looking at the race order now. In first, Williams, number 1.
Villeneuve.
In second position, Gerhard Berger. Third, Jean Alesi. What's happened? He's just hit Verstappen.
Right,
In
Murray.
fourth, Heinz Harald Frentzen. Fifth, Eddie Irvine. Sixth, Mika Häkkinen.
Come on, I'm in a 1997 Ferrari. I'm kind of used to hitting people. It's kind of Michael's thing in 97.
I think they may have had a bit of a bump there, Martin.
Yes, that's true.
Well, thanks, Martin. Martin's first year in F1 commentary course back in 1997. Right, this is Damon Hill.
Here we go. Oh.
I'm going to have him here.
Contact.
Oh!
Oh.
He's overtaken Hill.
I think this is Johnny Herbert.
He's hit Johnny Herbert.
Yep, I've hit Herbert. God, this is ridiculous. You see how it's a tricky circuit, isn't it, this
There
one?
are only 3 laps left in this race now.
Oh,
This
Herb!
is classic racing.
Herbert!
His lap time is quicker than the car he's chasing.
Right, I can see two.
He's managed to get past Herbert.
Do you see these 2 little black dots up in the distance? They're cars, only.
Yeah, don't worry, I could have realised that.
I don't know if you've ever played a PlayStation 1 game before.
No, I've not. I don't own a PlayStation 1.
Well, I do. Oh, hang on. I can get through a lot of them here. They're all backed up. Come on. Dial in now, Michael. Inside. Now, block off.
He's overtaken Panis.
Oh. Panis was actually out for a lot of races in 1997 after he crashed in Montreal and broke his legs. It was the first ever race to end behind the safety car in a red flag situation.
Him past Nakano.
Omi, how much time have we got before the F2? Because I'm trying to deadly concentrate here.
I think.
Oh, I've got a good run on Hakkinen.
Well done. I'm just gonna double check quickly.
Oh, I'm with Ralph.
Remarkable. That's past Coulthard.
That was David Coulthard.
That's an excellent second split, faster than the race leader.
Oh, Eddie Irvine is just ahead of me. Oh, touch the grass.
Eddie Irvine. In 8th place, Michael Schumacher. In 9th place, Ralph Schumacher.
Oh, my thumb's hurt, you know.
He's only
Already?
got 2 laps to go.
2 laps.
The car in front will be getting worried after that lap time.
Oh, nearly went round there. Also, back in the day, points didn't go down to 10th. Points didn't even go down to 8th. In 1997, points went down to 6th only. So I'm outside the points right now.
Wow. So bad.
Look, the car behind's catching me despite I'm at full throttle. Oh, that was a lovely couple of corners here. Oh, that was perfect. Right, Eddie, I'm faster than you. Thank you very much.
Through, past Fisichella.
I'm into the points paying positions.
This is looking good for championship points if he can keep it up.
Thank you, Murray. Whoa.
Oh.
Well, I had to avoid Hakkinen, who was completely out of shape. And I'm going to have him here. And I've got through on Hakkinen. And I'm going to have Heinz Harold Frentzen.
Superb. 5th position now.
I'm going for Frentzen. 2 Germans on home soil. And I've got the inside line. Going to break. He's going to knock.
Just hit Frentzen.
Well, that wasn't my fault. I was on the racing
That's
line.
taking him up into 4th place.
Right, podium then. Can I get a 3rd place? We will be moving over to the F2 stream shortly, but everybody wants to see the end of this.
How his times compare. He's actually up on the leader's time at split 2.
Thank you, Murray. Oh, there's 3rd. There's 3rd. Who's in 3rd? Do you see what I mean about you don't get many graphics back in the day?
Yeah.
Even that lap counter wasn't actually a thing in 1997 for Formula 1 on the international. Well, it wasn't the international Bernie feed, but for us it wasn't. Final lap, lap 5.
We're into the final lap. He's closing the gap in front.
Oh my God!
Race order. Williams number 1.
That's Villeneuve.
Gerhard Berger.
Berger actually won
Alesi.
here.
Michael Schumacher.
Berger won here in 1997. It was his first race back after a couple of races
He's
away.
coming up from behind now.
Oh. If anyone's ever played F1 97, you'd appreciate how good that corner actually was. See, I'm great at the old F1 games. This is the new ones that... Look, I'm having more fun playing this than I would F1 25. Oh, I can have 2nd here as well. I can get Berger. If I can get a Lacey, I can get Berger. Come on, dial in. Want a podium. I could have won this race earlier on, by the way. I've come from 20th. And that wasn't last back here. We went down to 24 back in the day. Maybe 26 in 97. Come on. Oh! Fabulous!
That's won him 3rd place.
I might get 2nd here because Berger's slow in the Benetton.
Come on. Take the move.
He's actually faster than the race leader at split 2.
Oh, I had to lift off.
Oh.
I don't think I'm going to get Berger. Oh.
Come on, do something extraordinary at the end. Here we go.
There was definitely
for it.
contact between the 2 cars.
No, I'll take 2nd.
It's a win for the Canadian.
Well,
I'm
Villeneuve's
sure Frank
won.
Williams and the rest of the Williams team will be absolutely delighted with this win.
And second. That hurts your thumbs. Because you have to continue pressing. There's no up and down or back click. You have to press X and square. That was hard.
Brilliant.
Right, well, there we go then. Cheers, everybody. We'll be back shortly for Formula 2 in around about 10 minutes' time, where the rain is still coming down at Silverstone. And knowing us, it'll be something dramatic. So we'll see you shortly. Take care. Bye-bye.